We're going to be off shortly.
And
yeah, they do have to find that wand.
Yeah, for those of you wondering, yes, in Swordless, Ganon can only be defeated by using the wand. But it looks like we are starting with... we're starting with the wand, aren't we?
That's interesting. I did not see that in the flag set, in the flags here, but yes, you start with... Actually, it says starting with the magical sword.
Really?
That's
then this
weird.
Isn't Swordless. Wait.
Yeah, this isn't Swordless.
Oh, dear.
But it said yes, Swordless.
You know what somebody forgot to do? Somebody forgot to put on the, fast text.
Oh, that's probably purposeful, actually. So another thing on this that I forgot to mention is that this is max HP. So that's why Thirwolf had put this on, that he wanted to start with the magical sword to give it a little bit more of a flavor, but everything has max HP.
Oh.
That means every enemy is going to take 4 hits from this magical sword. Everything.
Oh, interesting. So
I had forgotten about that.
Oh, I see. So that's kind of a way of inverting the whole 0 HP thing.
In a way, yes. It's a way to introduce the max HP function, but not have it be just kind of absolutely ridiculous, especially early on. So yeah, it's interesting with the flag set the way it was laid out, though, that it still said swordless.
Well, technically speaking, swordless, because we're not using a sword, we're using a red ring to attack.
That's true. Yeah, we are in sort of a sprite shuffle.
And look at that. If you see that, you see the little plus on the bombs. That definitely means we're doing... Oh, you know what? I know what it means by swordless. We're starting with the sword, but it's still swordless.
Yes, so there is no wooden sword here. There's going to be no white sword. That's going to be replaced by bomb upgrades.
I see. So you're starting with the sword, but there's no swords in the game, which means that the wand is still needed to kill Ganon. But it means that you don't need to do something silly like bomb Dark Nuts or Whiz Robes.
That's true, and I actually don't know if that's true or not, because I've never done this flag setting myself. If it's yes swordless, but you start with the magical sword, does the magical sword still work on Ganon? Or is it only the wand? Or is it what I think is both the wand and the magical sword work?
Well, I think what it is that the code just basically shifts the code to recognize the wand instead of the sword, and we did see a level 9 there at that particular spot.
Okay.
We're going to see here what's on the coast, and it is... Well, it's a potion. But you know what? In case you hadn't noticed, we are dealing with Sprite Shuffle. So that potion can be anything. Well, it can't be anything. We know it cannot... Well, obviously, it cannot be the stepladder. It cannot be... It cannot be the raft. It can't be a heart container. If it's blue, it probably means it's the magic boomerang.
Yeah, that's possible.
Well, that's one of the interesting things about Sprite Shuffle is that while it is Sprite Shuffle, the palettes have not been shuffled.
Mm-hmm. Another interesting thing to know, when they do get into the dungeons, they are going to be dealing with second quest monsters, and one of them being a red bubble. And the red bubble curse in Thirwolf's flag set is going to do slow speed, which is awful.
Yes, so, I know that's awful because... We'll see.
Well, we got a 40 medium secret on Thirwolf's side. That's actually not too bad. And it looks like somebody, our tracker, Boletta, has said that the wand was the Armos item. So it doesn't even matter. If the wand's the Armos item, that they'll be able to defeat Ganon now, regardless.
Now, unfortunately, the wand is going to be useless because it's going to make enemies take more than 4 hits.
Correct.
Yeah, that's definitely the wand spot on the subscreen.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Dave's trying to figure out what to do next here. So, obviously, one of the biggest things is finding dungeons. We've already found level 9. And you got to break our way into one of the other levels and try and get some progression items as soon as possible. And we did find a hint shop, but unfortunately... Okay, interesting. Okay, so we've got a...
That looks like a shield, meat,
like,
and arrow.
That looks like the blue candle. I
Think
mean...
so? For
Well, it could either be the blue candle or it could be the arrows, yeah.
Yeah, I think it might have been arrows. Just 79, I think, is out. I thought that was outside the range of the candle price, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're correct on that one, yeah. Well, you know what? We will know if we find any moblins and they're shooting bows.
That's true. Well, here's moblins.
Or
just Korea, excuse me.
What are the Gorias shooting?
I don't know. I think...
Oh, the Gorias are shooting potions. So, yes, that definitely confirms that we've got the magic boomerang on the coast.
Correct.
And we've got a level 4 here and a quick rupee boss. Buy 10, get 5 free.
Okay, remember, we are on Shapes Dungeons here. No heart containers shuffle as far as I can see, so we are only going to have one item here. They're going to follow the first quest dungeon item arrangement here. So one item in level 4 here. Nice Kananaki by PanzerDave.
Yep. There's another rupee room.
Yep, going back through the door just to keep it unlocked now. Make sure it never comes back. And there's a Triforce.
Ooh. The Wand Force.
The Wand Force.
And there we go. This pushes, so we've got ourselves we got an item, and it looks like it's Lord Banana.
Yep, I think it is.
Kind of appropriate. No?
That's the bow, I think.
Whoa. Okay.
I think that's the bow. Because of the color and where it was in the inventory, that should be the bow.
Here we go.
Thirwolf is found level 3.
Yep, and it looks like we got some bunnies here. So normally in Swordless, these bunnies are a pain to deal with, but we've got a magic sword, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, and one thing that's interesting, I think I'm seeing. Actually, I might be seeing it differently. We don't have permanent sword beams on, right? I don't think so.
No, we don't.
That was the wand he was using. Okay.
Yeah, earlier PanzerDave was trying to use the sword and didn't have full HP.
Okay.
And it didn't shoot its beam, so.
All right, well, Dave's out of level 4. That was a very quick level 4. We saw the second quest room there, the 16-block room that had the item. That it only appears in second quest. And then he is up his way towards the top of the waterfall, seeing what this cave holds.
Gotta get past his Lionel first, though.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, 2 HP, or 2 hearts left. He cannot take a hit here.
So taking advantage of that one beam, even with the low HP, and hey, looks like, you know what? I think those are the silver arrows. Is it? No. What is that? It's blue candle. So then maybe that was the blue candle that we saw in the shop then.
Yeah, maybe it was.
79 rupees.
That's just the absolute max it can be, I think, then, because 79 is very high. I've never seen it that high in quite a while. I've seen it in the 70s, but not 79. I think that is the max.
Right. Yes, red candle. And here we got level 1 here under the burn spot. Unfortunately, it is blocked by a key hole, so we're not going to be able to do anything there just yet. Unfortunately, the pirouette trick doesn't work on that particular screen just because of the way you can't really sort of access. Actually, you know what? You probably could. Actually, no, wait, you can't because there's two trees on the other side, so if there was only one there, you could probably screen scroll.
So I have to say something here. So if that's the red candle, how is that the red candle? It looked like the white sword item.
Yeah, it was the white sword item. Yeah, now that's interesting.
The flag set says that the white sword and magical sword will be replaced by bomb upgrades in Thirwolf's flag set. So something's a little off. And I don't know how they're picking it up with 3 hearts, so I don't know.
Oh, now hold on a second. Is that assuming that the white sword hasn't been shuffled?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with
That did get shuffled
if we
into
have
the
White
pool.
Sword
Okay.
Shuffle, that means there's going to be a
Okay.
bomb upgrade.
I see.
I assume there's going to be a bomb upgrade somewhere in the pool, in the item pool.
There's so many things on right now. This is getting really
Now,
confusing.
What I find is really interesting, though, is the fact that they picked it up with only 3 hearts.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's something that a flag that I'm not aware of. And there's a,
Compass.
well, it looks like a power bracelet, but that looks more like, well, we'll find out later. Maybe that was the step ladder.
For what?
The power bracelet and the screen before this one on Thirwolf's side.
Oh, it was the compass.
It was the compass.
The thing,
Okay, yeah.
the thing lit up.
Okay, no, my
I'm pretty
mistake. I
sure.
couldn't see. Yeah. Well, the compass has a double sprite then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an interesting quirk with the original Legend of Zelda is that most of the items consist of only 2 tiles. The ones that are 4 tiles are just basically mirrored horizontally. So like the heart container, it's only 2 tiles, but it's mirrored. Same with the raft, same with the step ladder, and yeah, I guess the compass as well. And the Triforce.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it carries over to Sprite Shuffle, that also means that the mirrored part also stays because I guess Fred Coughlin hasn't figured out how to prevent the mirrored effect from not showing up. I mean, I could probably show him, but...
Is that the letter?
Oh, the letter?
Yep. So the letter, our white shield is a letter.
Oh, just wait until you see the land molas. Oh, you mean the mold worms.
Alright, that was a different shop. I didn't get a good look at everything in there. Ooh, Dave takes a death.
And what was that Thirwolf just grabbed on his side? It was, oh, here we go. There's a bomb upgrade.
Yeah. Is it a bomb upgrade? It might just be... We'll have to see what it is. I don't know if that's a bomb upgrade.
Well, it can't be a bomb upgrade. It doesn't have a little plus on it.
Well, remember we're in Sprite Shuffle, so I don't know how bomb upgrades work with Sprite Shuffle.
Oh,
Here's the slowdown bubbles. Be careful.
Okay, interesting.
There's the Triforce. Alright, so we'll have to see when he opens up his menu. Okay, so that looks like a silver arrow.
So the silver arrow was the half ladder.
No, the silver arrow was the bomb.
Ah.
So the bomb he just picked up was the silver arrow, and Dave has the bow on the other side. So Dave found the bow in level 4. Thirwolf found the silver arrows in level 3. This is about to get really confusing, so stay tuned.
104 for a magic key that doesn't actually work like a magic key.
Good thing to note, though, the heart and the key are the sprites that they are, so that is definitely a key for 64, which isn't that bad, actually. If you need keys. Both our runners sitting at 0 right now.
Yeah, I'm sure they would really like to check out level 1. Huh, there's the shield.
Yep, so the letter Thirwolf has gotten, just as Dave did earlier. And now we're just on the hunt for more dungeons at this point. Both of our runners have found separate dungeons here.
So,
Thirwolf struggling with the clip here to get over towards vanilla level 3.
oh, interesting. I just realized something.
Hmm.
Well, when PanzerDave shot a sword beam, it still looked like a candy cane.
You can do the wand and the sword at the same time, I think, is maybe what he was doing. If that's what you mean.
Oh no, it was shooting out as a candy cane. I'll have to see it again.
Oh, he might be
No,
using the Christmas.
Oh no, from
Is
the
he still
right.
he's still using the Christmas themed background? So the sprites are still Christmas themed.
Yeah, they might be.
You can see his trees are Christmas trees, are fir trees. So yeah, PanzerDave here in level 3 is most assuredly going to find his silvers. And all that really means is that he has the required, like the absolute required items that we know are required for this seed. Might need more stuff as we go along, but for right now, he is in Schrodinger's go mode, as you might call it. It's go mode and not go mode at the same time until we know more stuff.
Well, yeah, what it means is with a little more information, he'll know if he's in go mode or not. We still need to find the rest of the levels.
Mm-hmm.
And, we still need to find more items. There's no guarantee, like, for example, that level 9 is going to be, free from, stepladder locations.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Yeah, ladder is usually something you want.
Can be in level 9 with these flag sets. Am I correct?
Correct, yeah. Thirwolf has on that important items can be in 9, so we might be able to see that.
Okay, there we go. The sword beam is the sword beam, and there's another kinetic key for PanzerDave. Is there anything in this room? And there's the, what's this, the compass? Anyway, these are the silvers that we know. Oh, look, there's a number 2 on it, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I think the bombs are ornaments in his sprite set.
That's why.
So his base sprite set is ornaments for bombs.
Okay, so that just happens to be an interesting coincidence since, the bomb with a 2 on it could either mean 2 bombs or it could be level 2, whatever this thing is. So
what's interesting with Dave is, not only we have sprite shuffle on, but we have to deal with Dave's base sprites being different than the actual game base sprites that Thirwolf has. So it adds another layer of complexity here to figure out what's going on. All right, so Dave does have the bow and silvers combo. Just another nice feature, especially against Pole's voice. She'll go down in 1 hit still for the bow and arrow, so that'll be really nice.
Well, the thing about the Pole's voice is they are specifically coded to to go down in 1 arrow shot, and also to piercing them with the arrows. Because all other enemies, the arrow just stops and they hit them, but with the Pole's voice, they just keep on going.
All right, so Thirwolf is making his way towards the waterfall, is going to pick up the red candle here shortly, but finds level 4 first, and he probably will sniff out the item in here and get the bow. It's not too far away from start. This is a very quick level 4, if I remember correctly.
Well, that depends on whether you go right or left.
That's true. He's got 0 keys, though, so it looks like he might be doing his Kanana key.
Yeah, that's right. You had to use a Kanana key to get through this.
Yeah, and Thirwolf is aware of his key count, I'm sure.
Speaking of which, PanzerDave actually picking up another key. 64 rupees, that's actually not that bad of a deal.
Yep, here comes Thirwolf.
Oh, you know what? Considering that what screen we just came from, I think, wait, does PanzerDave have the recorder? No, it doesn't come from... Huh. That's a quick level 1.
Yeah, but this level 1 has 2 items here, so we are going to be searching a bit longer.
There we go.
There goes Thirwolf.
Yep, bow for Thirwolf. And we got Wizrobes, which a funny thing about Wizrobes is that in this flag set, they are no stronger than any other enemy.
Yeah, and it's also very interesting when you think about it. We are 20 minutes into the seed, and they still have 3 hearts. That's interesting.
That makes me wonder.
I
Are
mean,
there
we've
no,
had very quick levels, so it makes sense so far that they haven't found any dungeon hearts, but they haven't found any overworld hearts yet.
is it possible that maybe this is a heartless seed? I don't know if that's actually a thing.
No, I
Well,
mean, it's not a heartless seed, but heartless in the sense that I think you're saying heartless. It might be heartless in terms of how the seed plays out. It's very heartless.
very much, but because I'm
Here
wondering,
comes the slow-mo.
because they found the red candle, they picked up the red candle at only 3 hearts.
That is true. So how does a heartless seed work then? What does that mean?
Well, the only thing that I would mean is that there's no hearts in the shuffle. But yeah, there we go. We did find a heart, so I might have just accidentally given Fred a really, really bad idea. Yeah, so Fred, please don't watch this.
This is a nasty room when you have the HP so high in this NSU room.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to make that go faster. It also means those souls are going to split into 2 enemies that each need 4. There we go. The silver arrows are at least long range. It's going to eat your money, but better than nothing. Now, I did notice that the medium secret was, it's maximum 40 rupees. So at least money's
Correct.
not going to be too bad.
Oh, Dave missed the Kanana key there. That's not good. He was a half tile off.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Thirwolf, taking a hit there, going back to start. Oh, okay, that's probably what it was. So that's right. So someone must enter the shop and then up and aid. So that's where we start.
Dave's opting for a retry here. Very interesting. He's going to get, I believe, his bombs back and try to go back through level 1. Fear does have max money here. The hints are going to do nothing. They are community hints this time around.
Ooh. Yeah, that's slow bubble curse, and oh, there's a clock.
Oh, that's even worse, because now he can't get out of the slow curse right now. He has to re-enter the room.
Yeah, and, well, there we go. At least he just wanted to get the item.
Yep, got the heart container on the ground.
That's
This is
interesting.
terrible.
So one of the bubbles, it looks like, turned into a Ballmaster.
No, that was the Vire split.
Oh, the Vire split. Okay, well, the Vire turned. Well, that's not too bad, at least.
No. He's not going to clear that room. It doesn't really matter for him at this point. He's going to try this Kanana key right here again, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. There's more bombs. Don't need those bombs at the moment.
Yeah, Thirwolf buying some keys. I do not blame him. Down to 0 keys you don't want to be at, and the keys are cheap enough. Man, these bubbles in this room are terrible. That means you have to use the wand, basically, unless he can use the silver arrow and still have 4 hits on everything. But with the wand, it's 8 hits, everything in this room. Keys, gels, everything. 8 hits.
Ooh, getting bopped around by those bubbles. At least with the bubbles, it might be slow curse, but at least he can still fight after them.
Yeah, and he left the Wall Master very easy to figure out how to get through there. And now does the Kananaki, gets into this room here, gets rewarded with a key. And Thirwolf has entered level 1 as well here. So both our runners joining up.
And there we go. There's the Moldorms.
Oh, they look so interesting as half ladders.
Well, snakes and ladders, everybody.
All right, here we go. We might have an item here in level 1. We did find a heart container on the ground, but that could have been an item, or it could have been the just the heart container here in level 1. He's clearing this room, this diamond staircase, because it could be a floor drop room in second quest. And we get some shields.
Double shield.
See what that is. Is that a raft?
I think that might be a raft.
Yeah, I think it's a raft. I gotta bring up my images. I have like some images of the items. Yeah, that's a raft for sure. For sure, raft. Alright, so we had a raft in level 1 here with the heart container that may be the item, may not. I'll have to figure this out. So still a floor item on the ground, potentially. Gonna clear out this 4-headed Gleeok. Not too bad, because everything just takes 4 hits.
Yeah, it just means that it just means that the Gleeok is always going to be the same strength as if you had white wooden sword. Ooh.
Thirwolf picked up the ladder somewhere. I think that was on the ground in level 1 here. So the ladder was in level 1 as well. So ladder and raft in level 1 here.
Oh, so if that's the case, then that means that we found all of the items.
Correct.
And where was that ladder then?
It was on the ground. I believe in a... I don't know what the room type is called, where it has sort of a circular innard room. I think it is the shutter door south of this NSU room that Dave needs to go back through.
Well, those look like bombs.
And we get a map.
There we go. And for the first time this evening, name that ink blot.
Kind of looks like a dipper, a pot or a dipper, big dipper.
No, it looks like an annoying level structure. That's for sure. And speaking of annoying, there we go. Thirwolf manages to get the Kananaki. Gonna unlock the door from the other side.
So I think it's this room that Dave is in right now that is the ladder room.
I believe this is called the Pointless Moat Room.
Okay.
Can anyone in chat confirm that one?
Yep, there it is. It's the double bombs ladder. Boom. All right, so Dave should be out. He already has both items. Yep. The cherries, yeah. They do look like cherries. We'll give it that. All right, so Dave is, just slightly ahead here, as he's kind of been just by some routing choices so far. but not by much. Both our runners sticking together.
You know, I just was looking at the Triforce with the 2 wands, and you know the little spot inside the wand, you know, the top of the wand, the white part. The way it is, it kind of looked like googly eyes almost.
Yeah, we get those lovely Christmas trees over on Dave's side there.
Yep.
Hey, we found a blue ring.
And it's the blue arrow. So that means if we find some red arrows, we'll know that's the red ring.
Correct. And 233 is on the lower end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fairly low.
And with the way these hearts are going, I mean, Dave hasn't found hasn't accumulated all that money. Thirwolf can't get to the raft in time. I'm wondering if, you know, with the amount of hearts they have, with the items that they have as well, with being the bow and the silvers and the ladder already in hand, if the blue ring might be a good thing to purchase if they have the option, just because then they don't have to really search for more heart containers, or it's helpful for not having to search for more heart containers. All right, so Thirwolf knows exactly where to go to get back to the raft, or what he doesn't even know exactly what it is, but it is the raft. PanzerDave keeps taking a few hits on the overworld and up and A-ing just to get his health back, because a lot of these enemies are doing, you know, 1 to 2 hearts, and when you only have 4, can't take that many hits. So yeah, I think Dave is going towards the coast item, is going to check the raft spot probably on the way. We think it's the blue boomerang on the coast. We'll have to confirm that.
Well, considering
it looks like it's
they're checking potions.
Yeah, things can be reused, but it's more than likely you're correct.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not likely to be anything else, because I don't think there's anything else that's blue. And okay, here we go. So there we go. Here's our white sword item. I think
picked up. Yeah, is that what is that?
Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. So I think what it is all three of the sword locations have items. The only explanation, and they have their cost put to 3 hearts, because
yeah, but that was the red ring.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting. With starting with mags, that's weird.
Yeah, I just might have some fun with the new flag set, provided, of course, that all the swords shuffle. I guess, yeah, you know what? I guess all the sword shuffle is possible only in swordless.
Ooh, we have a level here on the river spot.
Hey, it's level everyone's 7. Favorite level 7. And okay, well, we've got a map right away. And what a map it is.
Yeah, it's good to see that early. Level 7 can be a little brutal with finding your path through. And here we go on the coast.
Gonna grab it.
Let's see. Yeah, it is. You're correct. It's the blue boomerang.
It's like I said before, while the sprites are shuffled, the palettes have not been. So the palette is always going to be the item, you know, the item's palette, but it'll just have the different sprite shuffle. That's why you see that, that arrow. That arrow is neither the... Okay, well, here's another interesting thing I noticed about having swordless with a sword, is you can take down those Dodongos.
Correct. Much easier than in swordless.
You know, I might just try this. You know, start with the magic sword and have a swordless seed. And I think
it's an interesting combination.
I think they chose that on purpose too, because that, you know, has like sprite shuffle.
Yeah, Dave gets a little bit of a hand too strong. Gotta hand it to him.
Ooh.
All right, Thirwolf bought some bombs and found level 9. And let's see where Thirwolf goes on the overworld while Dave is still trying to maneuver through 7 here. Thirwolf did not check the... Or he did check the raft spot, so did his... I'm pretty sure he went to the raft spot.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything at the raft spot.
Well, there was the red ring, wasn't it? Yeah, he got his ring, but his color...
That's
his
right.
color didn't change. Like, he's still green, or he is green. Oh, he changed from red to green. Okay, there's all sorts of colors and stuff going on that I didn't realize he changed.
Oh, heaven help you.
I was pretty sure he got the red ring. Alright, so both our runners got everything so far, but Dave did find level 7, which is a spot that Thirwolf might not check for a while. Which could be good or bad, depending on, how deep in 7 a Triforce / item and what it is.
Alright, we find our first take, Annie.
Thirwolf up to 5 hearts. Alright, so Thirwolf's gonna bust out a little bit of this Death Mountain area, see if he can sniff out a level up here that we haven't seen yet. Dave almost getting grabbed again.
Don't get grabbed.
I think he's gonna go to the wand or the arrows. Yeah, here come the arrows. Good lord, Dave.
Oh, those bubbles. And then on top of that, you've got to deal with these 4 HP keys.
Yeah, and the big thing is the slowdown that, you get knocked and then you think you're going to be able to get out of the Wallmaster's path, but you can't because of the slowdown that's happening. Probably the worst enemy that is going to happen in here is these Keese and Gels. Keese and Gels at 4 HP are just awful.
Yeah, they're not designed to be taken down in more than one hit. Although with the Keese, I believe they do share the same AI as the P-Hats. The only difference is, of course, is that they don't lose their vulnerability when they're flying around.
And Dave did find the Triforce, but is opting to keep going in level 7 here. Since he has the map, I agree with this call to try to sniff out the item in here.
Yeah, we're still looking for a recorder. We're still looking for a power bracelet. And, well, there's a bomb upgrade.
Yeah, I think if Dave didn't have the map, he might have just picked up that Triforce. Because he has the Bowed Silvers and the ladder, and a lot of overworld still to check. But because he has the map, it makes this exploration a lot easier. Thirwolf has found level 2.
Ah, that's why
the red ring coming into play.
The candy canes are the white sword beam. And because the white sword beam isn't an item in and of itself, not the white sword, I mean the magic wand.
Correct.
The wonderful Wizrobes of Oz. Letter Dodongo's here in level 7, and that's the double croissant.
Compass, yep. He's just looking for, he was probably looking for some more keys. If it's easy to, clear a room, grab some keys as you can, but he is searching for that staircase. Yes, second quest walkthrough walls are supposedly on. They will not be in level 7 here, though. They could be in level 2.
They also can be in level 8. So,
yep.
For the second quest, walkthrough walls can be in levels 2, level 4, 5, 6, and 8, and 9.
Correct.
Yeah. And that, of course, is the same as with the vanilla second quest. And I think that's just to save on making it less of a headache for people, because otherwise you would just never know where you should try and walk through walls. I
actually think it's just a coding thing for Fred. If he could fix that, I think he would probably have him in any dungeon. But there is a...
Well, the thing is, though, is there shouldn't be a coding issue, because... it has to be a coding issue on Fred's side, because there's absolutely nothing stopping you from putting a walk through walls anywhere in the game.
Ooh, we got an item here on Dave's side.
And
It's
looks
a
like
heart.
a heart container.
All right, so that is the heart container 7.
Wait, so I thought the heart containers were not shuffled, or are they?
They are not, but that was the actual heart container. So that's the coast heart container.
That's the coast heart, yes.
Yeah, so each dungeon will have one heart container in it. We saw that in level 1 already, but that's the coast heart. Yeah. So yeah, Thirwolf, as mentioned in chat here, Thirwolf has seen the heart container in level 2, but not the item quite yet. We have a land mola infestation going on. Ooh, this room could be drop room, but we do not have the recorder to kill that dig dog.
Oh, wow, look at that level too. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that is...
It's pretty linear, but it's kind of like not linear at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of a nasty... Without the map, that could be a really nasty level to navigate.
Yeah, because you just wouldn't know where the bomb holes go.
Exactly.
Of course, this being level 2, walk through walls would be possible.
Mm-hmm.
Careful now, you can only bop these land molas so much. Still doing a half a heart of damage even with the red ring.
Alright, we've got the Triforce here in 2. And he's just going to pick it up because Thirwolf is actually out of bombs right now, so he cannot access that west side of level 2, which may contain the item. Almost simultaneous Triforce pickups for 2 and 7 here. But the more important thing is that Dave found the item in 7, and Thirwolf did not find the item in 2.
And we still don't know whether the power bracelet or recorder are going to be required. We are running out of locations. I don't think Thirwolf dug, all of Death Mountain.
No, he didn't go too far.
I think he's waiting on the power bracelet in order to start digging, some of those areas.
Well, he has no bombs.
Yeah, he's got no bombs at the moment, but...
So he's walking to the bomb shop right now. The bombs were 19 in this area. I guarantee he's walking over there to get bombs.
Here we've got level 6 here up on Death Mountain, east side.
Okay. And this could possibly be an item room quickly in 6.
I don't think we've actually seen any staircases yet.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah. Usually that's one of the things that you find the most of in shapes.
Yeah, most of the dungeons have been not... so far we haven't seen any separated dungeons in the early ones.
Oh, you know what this means? 6 is going to be segmented to all heck.
It might, yeah. Oh, there's the item. Doesn't matter.
Could be. All hail?
So that is the recorder.
So, yeah.
Yep, and here comes Thirwolf's going to find level 7. Let's see if he can navigate 7 quicker than Dave did. But Dave might make very quick work of this level 6 if he can get a Triforce and get out. But the more important thing is that if level 2 holds like the power bracelet and that ends up being getting to a dungeon, that could be interesting, especially if it's in that Dig Dogger room. Because Dave's going to find level 2 after this, I'm sure.
There we go, PanzerDave taking down those Gleeok. We've got a Goma. Well, the Goma is the easy part. It's the hard part is all those Beamos around him. Because you're going to still have to stay there, and I believe it's going to take 4 hits. Actually, is it going to take 4 hits? Do we have max HP bosses? Yes, we do, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so it'll take 4 hits with the silver arrows. Dodging the beamos, that's the hard part.
Man, dying to a gel is like the worst feeling.
Well, they're 4 HP gels. I
know.
Can't say
it's still the worst.
Well, yeah, I mean, a weak enemy is a weak enemy, but like nobody's weak in this one. Except maybe Link. Considering he's taking 4 hits to kill everything, I guess this is the weakest Link.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Alright, let's see if this room, second time around, can give Dave anything he wants. Nope. Alright, Thirwolf gets a Y-Forced, I'm pretty sure, there.
Yep, that's a Y-Force, but we didn't see anything of value in level 7, did we?
It was a heart container.
Yeah, considerably speaking, that's not of value. There's another heart container, so Gomo is guarding that heart container. Got some Gibdos here to deal with. And both racers still not too much on the key count. There's got to be a magic key around here somewhere.
Maybe it's in 9.
And maybe it's in this room here. Oh no, wait, we found the item to 6, didn't we?
Yep, we did. So he is just looking for the Triforce and to get out.
All right, well, here's our first staircase.
Yep. And we might need to take it, might not, if this is the Triforce drop room.
Oh, watch this be the Triforce.
Yeah.
It's like, what shortcut?
No. We're going to take this transport.
There we go. Now, we don't know if this is the staircase that comes prepackaged with level 6, or if this is one of many segments.
Yeah, correct. Don't have a map yet. I'd be very curious. I hope we do find the map.
Yeah, it would be really nice to find the map.
Nope, we're not going to get it. Well, at least from Dave.
Well, then that's still considerably not a terrible Triforce.
No, he wasn't in there. 6 can be one of the worst in shapes, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, well, level 6 is comparable to level 7 and 8, and in terms of just I think what it is that the allocation is level 6 is like, so levels 1 to 5. I think how it works is allocated to the first side of the map, and then the second side of the map is dedicated to like 6 and 5 or something. So something like that. It's all over the place.
Alright, Thirwolf is buying bombs to go back towards Death Mountain. He did not... Did he see the heart container in 7? He must have. Maybe I just didn't see it.
Well, Thirwolf... Yeah, well, no, because Thirwolf got Y-Forced, so...
Yeah, but then he did go back in, but I don't know if he actually saw it or not.
Yeah, well, the staircase with the heart container, I think, was towards the top.
Yeah, I didn't think he got that far. So I don't think he did see it, which is, good. Here goes Dave into finding level 2 very soon. He's gonna pick up a potion from the Take Any Cave.
That's not a bad plan. You need a potion at some point, and it will deal with the bubble curses if things are just getting a little too hectic.
Yeah, I 100% agree with a potion pickup simply because of the slowdown bubbles.
And then, of course, here Thirwolf's going to do the classic, clean up Death Mountain by going into this spot first, checking these rooms.
There's a level 5.
And there's level 5 all the way up on Death Mountain.
Yep, and Dave is about to find level 2, and wow, quick Triforce in 5.
But
I don't know if he goes back in. I don't know. Like, what? He doesn't.
He doesn't have the recorder, so he's probably better off going back in.
But
yeah, no, he's gonna scale. You know what? He's gonna check around for any other levels.
Yeah, and because he knows that he's still only missing, I think, 6 and 8 on his end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't want to be diving a dungeon that you don't really need to go into. And there goes Dave into level 2. So we'll see if Dave can get the item in here that we didn't see.
Ah, here we go.
That's the blue candle. No, that's the bomb upgrade. That's the I think that is the magical sword bomb upgrade.
Ah. Oh, I see. So the magic sword stays the bomb upgrade, but everything else...
because that's on. The white sword and magical sword replacement were on, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's how it works.
So we're gonna see a bomb upgrade for the white sword inside of a dungeon somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's a ring.
Well, it's not the first game that has a bomb ring.
All right, now we're finding all the Take Any caves. We found 3 of them in the Death Mountain graveyard area.
Oh, those blue noodles giving PanzerDave the runaround.
Alright, so this is where Thirwolf got blocked, is 1 room over from this. Ooh, that is not a space you want to be in. But I think he can get around here. And Dave only has... Ooh, no, he can't. Dave only has 1 bomb as well, so he needs to be careful on how he uses this.
But he can still go down, right?
He could, but I think he's going to go around and see if he can explore a bit more.
Well, that's just it. He wants to go further into the dungeon rather than,
one
just
room.
stick on the one-off, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things you'll find runners is that they'll not prioritize those one-off rooms, which can be a problem because sometimes those one-off rooms is exactly what you need.
Yeah, that's Randomizer.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I would kind of prioritize the one-off rooms, but then I don't actually race.
Like, it depends. It really depends. Absolutely, if it's in your way, you want to not skip any rooms, but if it's going to use resources like keys or bombs that you may need, you gotta make those choices.
Well, I mean, to borrow a term from the Zelda 3 randomizer, yeah, you don't really want to be orphaning too many locations.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Dave has the recorder here. We're going to see this room at least, and what it may drop. Nothing. Okay, so Dave has 1 bomb and 2 spots for it. I think in level 2, both of them should open up. Oh, that doesn't.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, you know what? Oh no, this is shapes. It can't be.
It's not a walk wall, because I think Thirwolf tried that because he was out of bombs and tried to walk through both of those walls and couldn't.
Do we have a segment situation here?
It's got to be segmented, yeah. And it might be that one-off room, or... yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about with the one-off rooms, yeah.
And the gel room also had a push block as well. That John Tabin is correct. So that might be where they need to go.
Yeah, you know what? I think I might have confused PanzerDave because, generally speaking, level 2 in the vanilla, doesn't have any transport staircases. So any transport staircases in level 2 would be a segment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's clear that it doesn't look like it's segmented.
Yeah, it still could be, even if it doesn't look that way. I think it still could be.
Yeah, because usually you associate this kind of a map with a segment with, with a, like a 5, 6, or 7 dungeon. You don't associate it with a level 2 dungeon. But there does not seem to be any way to get over there.
All right, Thirwolf finding level 6 and is going to get his recorder. And let's see if he can be efficient in level 6 as well to get the Triforce and get out. And then we'll be basically all tied up once Dave finishes level 2 here. So yeah, I can't walk through the wall there. And Dave, with no bombs, is having to get out of level 2 as well. Wow. If level 2 has the power bracelet, which is required for level 8, that could be very interesting.
Well, what I want to see here is that they both now have the recorder, so they should start, checking recorder locations ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen I think a little bit, but not very many.
Well, we still have the entire desert to check, don't we?
Yeah, correct. I don't think anybody's checked the desert. I think only Dave checked the Death Mountain one.
Now, that's the second quest, not next quest, so that means the locations should still be in their locations.
Yep, just straight second quest. And Thirwolf found the compass right next to the Triforce room. That was actually pretty fortunate. And he is very quickly out of level 6. I think that was quicker than Dave's level 6.
So yeah, now where to?
I'm gonna check the recorder spot here in the grave.
Yeah.
The hunt for 8 is on. Yeah, if 8 is power bracelet blocked. Nope. There we go.
There we are.
Power bracelet not required.
So whatever that item is in 2, it's gonna stay there in level 2. Yep. Quite a shame if it turns out that was the magic key.
Yeah.
In fact, I can almost guarantee you it's gonna be the magic key.
All right, so level 5 was deep in Death Mountain that Dave sort of skipped over because it didn't have bombs. So it's all a matter of how long will Dave keep away from level 5, which is in the northwest section of Death Mountain, very northwest. And it's a very quick 5, but he needs to get there without any bombs. Now he has 8, so that helps. Ooh, look at that 8.
That's a level 8, and we definitely have a segment. Here's a potential item room. I think we already saw the staircase in 8, so this has got to be the staircase over to the segment.
Or an item. What is that?
Ooh, that might be the magic key.
That's the magic key? Yeah, you're right.
There we go. Dave is in a very good position now. Because Dave's almighty keys to Thirwolf's too, that's going to give Dave an advantage. However, we still have level 9 to deal with. And level 9, the great equalizer. One of the things I always said is that the magic key can be a mixed blessing. It allows you to disregard the need to conserve your resources. But what that means is that you, like, for example, if they both enter level 9 at the same time, Thirwolf with only, let's say, 2 keys is going to want to conserve those keys as much as possible. With that, meaning he'll take alternate routes. And that might lead him to Ganon or the princess a lot faster, whereas Dave could just go like, okay, locked door, go through locked door, go through locked door, go through locked door, and then end up going far, far, far away from where he really needs to be. And the reverse can also be true too, with having the ability to, use as many, keys as you want. You might just be able to get to where you're going faster, and entire level will open up. So, yeah.
Yeah, I never know.
Long way of saying, hey, this advantage might not be an advantage after all. And that's going to be the segment. We don't need the segment unless that Triforce is in the segment.
All right, so Thirwolf is very close to finding level 8 here, the last level that he will need. So I think Thirwolf's going to be our first into 9 almost assuredly. It's just a matter of, does he take the right path to get that magical key, or find the Triforce first and leave? Because if he finds the Triforce, he'll just leave.
Yeah. How are we gonna see the bomb upgrade?
Yeah.
12.
That's a standard. Standard for 103. I'll take that.
Yeah. If I remember, if it's swordless, then it could go as high as 6.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
Well, it can go as high as 6 without swordless.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I must be thinking +8 then.
Yeah, you may be right.
Yeah, because I remember.
I don't play a ton of swordless.
Yeah, I think with swordless, the max we can end with is 24 bombs or 20,
Okay.
or maybe 28 bombs or something like that. I don't know if the other 2 bomb upgrades count, or unless those other 2 bomb upgrades were added to. Anyway,
Things have gotten out of hand with the features of the randomizer.
I tend to stay away from the swordless setting. But with with this idea, starting with the magic sword, that might be a thought. Because what that does is it essentially puts, because I don't think you can use the bomb shuffle without the swordless flag. So it essentially means that the white sword and wooden sword become important.
Chad is saying that the blackout setting might actually be the one that gives the extra bombs, not swordless, which would probably be my experience. To think about that would be correct.
Maybe they both give it, or maybe swordless had the bomb upgrades to begin with, and then Fred added the bomb upgrade items.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that might be what happened. And I think the bomb upgrade items might actually replace the white and wooden sword in the code.
Wait. The bomb upgrades replace the wooden sword?
Don't forget the magic key has a different sprite on the subscreen than it does on the field. Actually, wait, no. Then that means the other... Oh, maybe it works the other way around. The magic sword... No. I don't know how he does it.
We'll let Fred deal with it. We'll enjoy the craziness that it is. And we do find some meat. What the heck is that?
That's the any meat.
Oh, that is the any meat. Okay, so it was just Dave's setting. It didn't show the meat section.
Yeah.
But that is the any key, yeah.
It's the any beef.
But it was just with Dave's in Dave's setting, the meat is a cookie. Okay. God, this is so... Dave, you should just play with the... If you're going to do Sprite Shuffle, we should just play with the regular set. Alright. That makes sense now. I was wondering how that turned into a cookie.
Well, the biggest question is how does a cookie let you open all the doors?
The locked doors have turned into cookie monsters that just love cookies. This is a terrifying room with a bunch of 4 HP keys.
Yeah, it doesn't help that they blend in with the background as well. And nothing here, but be able to open that shutter door. So, yeah, it looks like both of the runners here have not found that compass or the Triforce.
Yeah, I haven't found the compass, Triforce, and the second item here in level A. We have not seen
I guess
that.
they're really... Well, do they really need the second item?
They probably don't, no. They shouldn't need the second item. And there's the Triforce for Thirwolf.
Ooh, look at that. There we go.
And Dave is right by.
It was a recorder blocked recorder block Triforce and a recorder block dungeon. And there's our first walkthrough wall. And now PanzerDave has found the Triforce, just needs to kill this Dig Dogger.
All right, but more importantly, Dave needs to get back up to Death Mountain, and with where he is,
yes.
it might not be easy trekking. He might go south after this. I don't know. I don't know what he'll do. I would imagine he's go back to Death Mountain because there's a lot more spot. There's many more spots up there. No, he's going south.
Ooh, but now we've got Thirwolf here in level 9.
And I cannot put the audio up just on Thirwolf without getting everything, so I won't be able to hear Ganon. So if chat hears Ganon, please let us know.
There's another walk through walls, and here's the staircase. Now, Thirwolf has everything to defeat Ganon and rescue the princess.
Yeah, and he's going to have a good lead here going in, because Dave needs to get up to Death Mountain and get that Triforce out of 5. And every second that he doesn't do that is just more advantage to Thirwolf right now. And that's Ganon.
GG. Ooh, and it's an emote room. Chevy room.
Yeah, not the best room to fight in, but not the worst, especially if you have the ladder. And the red ring helps. But yeah, I mean, just needs to find the princess after this, but that could be elusive. We've seen some bad things happen.
So just a reminder that because this is swordless mode, Thirwolf needed to hit Ganon 8 times instead of 4 times with the magic sword. And there we go. So now,
so he's going to check both of these rooms to see if this, because this can be the only time it's not a single shutter door. And that might have been it right there to the left here. This is probably her.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no. We got a meat block, though.
Oh. Interesting idea. Do we have a meat block princess?
Nah, probably not. In level 9, probably not.
Yeah, no, there we go. I mean, there's a way around.
Single shutter door does not open.
Here is Ganon's room proper.
And there is the shutter door that opens. Yeah, get your GGs out for Thirwolf, finishing up in 107. That is really solid for this flag set. 107.31 on the official SRL. And game 1 goes to Thirwolf. And PanzerDave has forfeited from the race. Rightly so. He still needs to find level 5 and then go through level 9. It's probably not worth it to have us sit here and sort of watch that. So kudos to Dave.
So are they going to be able to pop in for a quick interview now, or are they going to wait until the end of the next seed?
I think we should just wait till the end of the next seed. Give them a break. Erase this one from their minds.
Yeah.
Get everything that happened here out of the way. But then we'll just talk. We'll just talk about both of them overall after the next one, because this next one, we might be here for a while. We'll see. Coming up is Dave's flag set. And Dave's flag set is interesting. Dave's flag set's going to have a mixed quest overworld with second quest money. So only one large secret on a mixed quest. We have first quest dungeons, deceptive hints, a truly swordless seed. 8 Triforces as Ganon's required, but Ganon has 0 HP. Everything else, though, is plus minus 4 HP, the maximum variance on HP on enemies and bosses. The secret spots are changed in the overworld.
Aha.
So if anybody has not seen that quite yet, that's going to be the most interesting part of this. Not only are we going to have mixed quest, and it's also a mirrored overworld as well, correct? So the secret spots basically means that they're sort of still a logicalness to where the location of the caves can be on each screen, but if a cave is on a screen, it's not necessarily exactly where you think it is, but there still is some logic on where it can be on there.
Yeah, the logic on that one is very simple. Each of the game screen is made up of 16 columns, and what it is what you don't realize is that there's actually two variances of some of the overworld tiles, like the trees and the the mountains, and when one instance of the tile is found in the game, it actually goes through each tile in order and it checks for that one variance, and if it does find it, it puts a specific sprite, one that you can't see, on top of it, and depending upon which one it is, it could either be the one for bombs, for burnable bushes, and that's also how it works too in the dungeons with the push blocks. So what this means is that there's a logic in the sense that only columns that can contain one of these very tiles can be possible. There's a lot of them that won't at all. Probably the most notable would probably be the burnable candle row, especially the middle one where the first quest heart, because that one, all of those row columns there, those are all valid except for the furthest two at the edges.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're also going to have shuffling of the dungeon heart containers. So potentially, with first quest dungeons still going to follow first quest logic. So potentially three good items in level 1 and 8. Blackout is on. All the dungeons will be blacked out. That'll be interesting. We're going to have hidden health here. So we won't know how much health each player is going to have left. The book could be a boomstick, could be an atlas, could be used to understand the old men, which also have deceptive hints. So interesting. Second quest rooms are on. Second quest monsters are on. We potentially are going to have a bunch more bosses inside of dungeons as well.